Hey ladies. I could not believe that I am on day 9 of the 90-day marriage prayer. A lot of stuff is going on, a lot of stuff is happening, and I really love what the Lord put on my heart to pray about today. Um, so really quickly, my husband, he loves to talk about politics. Um, he looks at the news, and that's not something I'm necessarily into. And I be confused. I'm like, why are you even concerned? Like, we know we both feel the same way about politics. Like, we both feel like everything's rigged, and we don't vote. At least I will vote for like the local stuff, and he was like, yeah, I agree with that. But like the presidents and stuff. We just feel like they already have their mind made up. But that's neither here nor there. Just highlighting how him and I both feel at the core like the same about politics. So like I pay no attention to it. Him on the other hand, he goes on Twitter and like looks at the trending like politics stuff. And then he probably reads CNN every day, if not every other day. He reads it quite a lot, and he always kind of knows what's going on, and he can have conversations with people about it. Me, on the other hand, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you anything. And so a lot of times I'm like, why? Why does he care? And he also loves basketball. And I don't care about that, but, so this is, he likes to read the stats. Like that's, I think more his favorite. I'm going to ask him, but I'll comment if I'm right. I think that he likes watching, like looking into the stats and debating and talking to other men about stats and using the facts. So when I think about that, about looking at the CNN reports every day and then him liking stats, to me that kind of seems like the same thing. So to me, it's standing out like this is a personality trait. And I remember there was a time where it was just like, oh, I just wish you would leave like the politics stuff alone. And it's like, girl, how does it even affect you, right? And then with the basketball, you know, I feel like I kind of had the same feelings, but I think that was more so because, um, there was a point in time where he would get distracted by that stuff, and it's like, we got other stuff to do. So it's not, I had to realize, and as I was praying today, it was like, oh, like, Lord, help me understand my husband. And not pray these things away, not pray, oh, get him to stop watching politics, like as a form of control, or like there's something wrong with him, like this is his personality, this is something he enjoys. Just like like I can watch stuff about marriage all day, and he's a married man and he likes that stuff too. But like I have a different inclination to read stuff like that. Like I have a whole bunch of books, and not to say that he wouldn't read it, but like if I was gonna wake up and read something outside of the Bible, it would be about that. It would be about healing, um, mental and emotional health. And that doesn't make me wrong. Now, obviously, I don't want to neglect my children or my responsibilities to do that. And the same thing with him. And I can sense that, and I mean, I know because I've heard women speak about stuff like this, that like sometimes we find a problem with some of our husband's outlets, and like video games. I know that's a big one. Like, oh, he's childish. Now I think there's a difference of being irresponsible and have nothing going and playing video games all day and being lazy, versus I done went to work and provided all day. I'm gonna play my video game for 30 minutes a day. Like I think that there's a difference in that, and it's not the video game in itself. So I know that makes sense. I, I wanted to say I hope that makes sense, but I'm trying to get out of saying that. So yeah, anyway, that was just a side note. But yeah, it was just like, it just clicked for me today. Like I need to just pray to understand my husband and just have peace basically with who he is, because, um, I think that probably some way, somehow that would affect our marriage. So I just wanted to kind of drop that little side note, something I kind of realized today that I was like, oh, okay. Um, and then like maybe find ways to support him. So like one thing I've been doing now is like I find funny like basketball memes Cause I listen, like I like when he's talking to other men, like I listen to the names he brings up a lot. I know his favorite team and things like that. So like, when I'm looking at basketball memes, I'm like, I pick one that I feel like is funny. So I try to connect with him in that way. And I definitely notice that be like a positive in our marriage. Like instead of not caring at all about the basketball or just like don't talk to me about it or anything like that, just like kind of getting a little more involved and more so praying that he stays focused and that when he does have time that that's something that he just does in his free time, not oh we got a whole bunch of stuff to do and instead of reading his word, not saying he does this, but I'm saying for an example for you guys, like instead of saying, oh, make him stop watching basketball, make him prioritize what's important first and like be wise about his time. Because if that's an outlet for him and that brings him joy, like our men need to decompress as well. So yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick. Be blessed.